Hello guys, in this lecture I am going to prove important theorem of geometry named as Siva's theorem, and the statement of the theorem is for any given triangle ABC let XYZ be points with first condition all on the line segments BC, CA and AB, or second condition exactly one on one side and other two on the extension of the two sides respectively. Then the lines AX, BY, CZ are parallel or concurrent if and only if BX upon XC into CY upon YA into AZ upon ZB equals to 1. Okay, and there are three possible figures. The first figure corresponds to when the line segments AX, BY and CZ are parallel, and in the figure second and third the segments AX, BY, CZ are concurrent. In the second figure the point of concurrency of segments lies inside the triangle, whereas in the figure third the point of concurrency of segments lies outside the triangle. We will discuss these cases one by one. So here first we are going to discuss the first case when line segments AX, BY and CZ are parallel. Okay, so first we find the ratio CY upon YA. CY upon YA equals to what? That becomes BC upon BX and AZ upon ZB. AZ upon ZB equals to CX upon BC. Therefore, if we put these two ratios in the given statement, Bx upon Xc into Cy upon Ya into Az upon Zb equals to what? Bx upon Xc into, put the value of Cy upon Ya here and Az upon Zb here. What we get? Bx upon Xc into Bc upon Bx into Cx upon Bc. Bx cancel out, Bc cancel out, Cx cancel out. What we get? Ratio is 1. Okay. Next, we consider the case when the segments are concurrent. So, to prove this theorem for second or third figure, we are going to use very important theorem named as area's lemma. So, first we prove area lemma here. What is area lemma? Suppose ABC is a triangle and D is any point on the base BC. Then according to area lemma, the area of triangle ABD upon area of triangle ACD is simply what? BD upon CD. So first we prove this one, proof of lemma. First we draw perpendicular from the vertex A to the side BC, and suppose this foot of perpendicular is E. Therefore area of triangle ABD upon area of triangle ACD equals to what? 1 upon 2 into base BD into height AE upon what about area of triangle ACD? 1/2 times CD into height. Height remaining the same because both triangles have the same endpoint A. Therefore, what we get from here, the ratio of area is what? BD upon CD. Okay. Now back in action, we have to prove the theorem. So using area's lemma for the second figure, we can write Bx upon Xc. Bx upon Xc equals to what? Area of triangle ABX upon area of triangle ACX. Area of triangle ABX upon area of triangle ACX. Again we can write BX upon XC as area of triangle BPX. Area of triangle BPX upon area of triangle CPX. Okay. We also know that if two ratios are equal, if A upon B equals to C upon D, then each ratio can be written as A upon B equals to C upon D equals to A plus C upon B plus D, or we can write it as A minus C upon B minus D. So using this result, we can write area of triangle ABX minus area of triangle BPX upon area of triangle ACX minus area of triangle CPX. Therefore, what we get from here, BX upon XC equals to ABX minus BPX. ABX minus BPX is what? Area of triangle APB. Area of triangle APB upon area of triangle APC. Okay. APC. If we suppose area of triangle BPC, suppose area of triangle BPC equals to delta 1, area of triangle CPA equals to delta 2, and area of triangle APB equals to delta 3, then BX upon XC is what? Area of APB upon APC, this becomes delta 3 upon APC is what? APC is delta 2. Similarly, we can find other ratios if we work on second ratio CY upon YA. If we work on CY upon YA, then what we get from here, CY upon YA, then we get area of triangle BPC upon area of triangle APB, and BPC is what? Delta 1, and APC is delta 3. Therefore, this ratio becomes delta 1 upon delta 3. And about the third ratio is AZ upon ZV. AZ upon ZV. Okay, look at the figure. AZ upon ZV is what? Area of triangle APC upon area of triangle BPC, and that comes out to be delta 2 upon delta 1. That comes out to be delta 2 by delta 1. Therefore, BX upon XC into CY upon YA into AZ upon ZB equals to what? Delta 3 by delta 2 into delta 1 by delta 3 into delta 2 by delta 1. Okay, what we get? We get again 1. Okay, but here we are using the directed length. In the second figure, if you see, the distance BX and XC are in the same direction. Therefore, this ratio BX upon XC is what? Positive. Similarly, CY and YA are in the same direction. Therefore, CY upon YA ratio, this is again positive. And AZ and ZB also in the same direction. Therefore, this ratio is positive. And if we talk about the third figure, when point of concurrency of CBNs lies outside the triangle, then BX and XC are in the same direction. Therefore, BX upon XC is positive for the third figure. But CY and YA are in opposite direction. Therefore, this ratio is negative. Also, AZ and ZB are in opposite direction. Therefore, AZ upon ZB is also negative, corresponding to the third figure. And one ratio is positive and two ratios are negative. Therefore, product remaining the positive. So this theorem is hold true for all three cases. Now we are going to prove the converse part of the theorem. Converse part. First we draw the figure. This is a triangle ABC, and we suppose the CBNs BY and CZ intersect at point P, but AP intersect BC at X dash, and this is another point X. Let BY and CZ intersect at P and AP intersect BC at X dash. Then by Siva's theorem we can write Bx dash upon X dash C into Cy upon Ya into Az upon Zv equals to 1. Also we are given Bx upon Xc into Cy upon Ya into Az upon Zv equals to 1. Therefore, from first and second we can write Bx dash upon X dash C equal to Bx upon Xc. This implies adding 1 to both sides, Bx dash upon X dash C plus 1 equals to Bx upon Xc plus 1. This will implies Bx dash plus X dash C upon X dash C Bx plus Xc upon Xc. Therefore we get from here Bc upon X dash C equals to Bc upon Xc. Therefore Xc equals to X dash C. This will implies X dash C minus Xc equals to 0, or we can write X dash X equals to 0. And this is possible only if the point X and X dash coincide, and hence the three CBNs are concurrent. This is the end of the theorem. So thanks for watching.